Welcome to Models Talk. Let's talk about it.
Yes. This is your girl, Zaharraa Geyhanna, with Models Talk, y'all. Welcome. And we have on the lovely and gorgeous and fantabulous, the crochet artist herself, Stacey Jackson.
Yay! Hello, everybody.
How are you, fabulousness?
I'm very well. No real complaints. And
except it's cold.
Yeah, but this too shall pass. So
absolutely.
As long as we can wrap up,
yes. Okay, you gotta lean back so I can see the piece. Let me see the ensemble.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a Stacey Jackson flare.
This is sweater made with cotton, bamboo, and I think a cashmere yarn somewhere in here. So.
Oh, fabulous. I know that's nice and snuggly.
Yes, thank you. How are you today?
I'm fabulous, thank you. I wore this just for you. It's crochet, with the little furry crochet stuff.
Did you make
it? No, ma'am. No, I don't have your talent. I stay in my lane, Miss Stacey. I'm staying in my lane. Y'all gotta have it.
Hey, modeling is a talent and skill in and of itself that I can't even, my plunky walk. I just own it as being a klutz and push forward. So I commend you, models.
Well, thank you.
So I admire that wholeheartedly.
It's something it's in your blood. Either you got
it really is.
But I can teach you. I can teach you if you ever want to. I can teach you not to be clunky in 2 left feet.
I think I need lessons for sure.
Okay. Look, anytime you ready, whenever you ready.
All right, cool.
Look, lovely. You are on this show because you got something special coming up, and I'm excited about it.
Yes, indeed.
You got Strands coming up,
yes.
Fiber and Arts.
Yes, Fiber Arts Fashion Strands.
Yes.
Can't find the plug to plug it in because I had packed it up, but you get the gist of it. There you go.
That's all right. I can still see it.
Right, exactly.
Yep. So tell us about Strands.
Okay. Strands is my baby, my creation I came up with out of the blue, God-given, obviously. In 2017, I was teaching crochet at Southwest Arts Center. And I just decided to do a fashion show. I had done a couple fashion shows with other people where it was just a regular fashion show, not a crochet platform. So something just gave me divine. I was divinely given the idea to have a crochet fashion show with all crochet designers. I felt like there was no platform for us.
Right.
And we have fashion too. It's not just that crochet is, blankets and scarves and hats. We got it all,
Yes, you do.
Swimwear to couture dresses to shorts. I mean, just everything. Resort wear, any and everything, we got it. And our stuff is mostly one of a kind, and it's not even just fashion, it's artwork. So it's wearable art in addition to it being fashion.
Is that when you came up with your name, Fiber Arts?
Well, Fiber Arts, I wanted to really encompass all of them, not just crochet. So that's why I didn't keep it just crochet fashion. And then just dealing with the yarn and all of that, I just figured that's Fiber Arts. So yeah, and I just, instead of it just being the fiber arts of it, it's the fashion part of it all.
Yes,
because there's hobby work, there's home decor, there's all kinds of things you can make with crochet, but we really focus on the fashion part of it all. The designers and the designers and people who need a platform to showcase their actual wearable wearable art, wearable works.
You also have a magazine that you promote.
Yeah, my Strands magazine, my own. It's the show. Here's one of them. It's the show program, which I'm working on for this year. But
yes, give it
that
to
in the show.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Look at that.
So yeah, I'm taking sponsors. If anybody wants to add in here, just let me know, and it'll get printed up. The magazines are a hit. They're very well received at the shows. They're very well put together. They're a good big hit. So yes, I promote Strands Fiber Arts Fashion, and it is my goal for 2025 to expand this show magazine into a periodical, a more timely periodical. So
okay, cool.
I'm not going to commit myself to how often, but more periodical than annual.
You know, one a quarter. Is it going to be one a quarter? That's what I'm looking at.
It's going to be periodical.
You got look, Stacy, you got to do, summer, spring, winter, and fall.
Yeah. At least. At the minimum, absolutely at the minimum,
because
for sure.
You have different centimeter of different types of knitting materials and crochet materials and right.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we have different weights. We call it weights.
Okay, weights. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, like summertime wear would call for the lower end weights, the zeros, the ones, the twos, and the threes, and then the cooler weather wear. The cooler weather wear would utilize like the fours and the fives and the six, the chunky stuff. The regular to the chunky stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of different things to showcase based on region and season. So absolutely. But so far we're not. So the fall shows that we've had would have been with the Sweet Auburn Music Festival, and those happen in September. But we are not such sticklers as to only having fall wear because it is my motto that it's summer somewhere. So, it's not that you just need to buy swimwear when it's summertime. You might be going on a cruise, you might be going on vacation, you might be going to where it is hot. So we're still going to be showcasing things that can be worn in warm weather wear, no matter what time of year it is. Might throw on some boots with it, might throw a cardigan on over it, but it's still going to showcase all the seasons, but maybe to different color degrees or whatever. But yeah.
Well, I think it's interesting too with your artwork that you all do and your designs that you do. I am so happy that crochet wear is in style. It's never gone out of style for me. I was a child of the 70s. I was born in the 60s, but a child of the 70s. And I came up rocking my crochet gear, my halter tops and my off the shoulders, little girly tops with the little flounce and and you having your little belly out and also with the little jeans with the little, we had crochet in the jeans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And we had style like that. And I'm so happy that it's back. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I love the dresses. I love the pants. I love the two-piece outfits. I love the one-piece bathing suits because I don't like to show my stomach, So, and I'm so glad finally to see sisters with curves that can have crochet. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So one of the things that I like to showcase and highlight with my shows is to have models that represent everybody. The whole entire spectrum of body style and body shape, from short to tall, from thin to plus size. So I really make sure that women can relate to what they're seeing, because I feel like it doesn't do any good just to see a certain type of body style on the runway.
Right, I agree.
Because like, for example, I'm only 5'3" on a good day. So having models be like 5'11" and 6 feet, I'm like, I can't wear that. It's gonna be too damn long. So it's like you can't relate, you can't envision it. So all of us aren't tall and beautiful and thin and stuff. So I make sure to showcase that in all of my shows.
Yes, you do. And I'm thank you for the inclusivity on behalf of my curvy sisters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are greatly appreciated, trust and believe. Because when Tammy Taylor came out in your signature coat, baby, she was the baddest thing walking.
That was Miss Oni Afrie's of Budafly wear. Yes.
Oh, okay, Miss Oni Afrie. I thought that was yours.
No, that's not mine. That was Miss Oni's. Yes. Yes. So, and the other cool part about Strands is that I do represent or platform other crochet artists.
Yes, you do.
It's definitely not about me and what I do. I definitely enjoy putting it together. I mean, I think that's the funnest part of it all, in addition to crocheting, but just organizing the whole event is really fun. But the amazing talent that has come to me, it's incredible. Like, Oni is just dope. Rosemary Lewis of UB Handmade is dope. Aisha, who's been there since the beginning, is dope. I mean, like,
the double stitch twins. Don't forget the double stitch twins.
The double stitch twins, of course. Can't forget them. They're phenomenal. Like, everybody's phenomenal. And the best thing about it is, even though we all are utilizing the same tools of a hook and some yarn, we don't produce the same stuff, like, at all. No, like, everybody has their lane, everybody has their niche, everybody has their market, and we're not stepping on toes, and it's not competitive. It's just it is what it is, and I love that about Strands. It's like certain people will come into the fold and they don't leave. They come back every year, every show, because we're their tribe. So I really am very proud that I can say that about Strands.
And I love the fact of you, not only your usage of yarn and string and strands. I mean, because y'all use every little bit of it. Because you got little bit teeny needles that you use, and y'all make the special little teeny flowers to put on stuff, and the little appliques, and it's amazing what you
are. From like the jewelry, earrings, and I use bead. I bead work a lot with my crochet, so I'm utilizing like hooks tinier than this. To do my stuff. So we definitely use every bit of it.
Yes, you do. And I admire that about you, because that's even environmentally friendly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's where it is, and if you mess up, you pull it and you redo it, or I mean, if you make a mistake, it ain't like it's detrimental to your whole sanity of anything.
Wait.
Or is it?
It is.
It is?
It can be. It can be, depending on how far down you see that mistake. Because you could have been like 20 rows up and you're like, oh, damn.
Oh, no. No.
We go through it. And crochet is very therapeutic. But you will go through every emotion there is.
Okay. Well, correct me, please. Okay.
You will go through joy, pain, tears, happiness, sorrow, frustration, love. I mean, glee, everything. You're going to go through it all when you're crocheting.
Oh,
I guess
wow.
any designer or any creative would do. So, I mean, there are times when we've ripped things apart many, many times over and over just to not even utilize it even later, so. Do you know how many pieces that most crocheters have just sitting half done, or what we call whips, works in progress?
Mm-hmm.
We have tons of whips just laying around because you'll get in your mojo, and then that's another thing. Sometimes we'll lose our projo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like it's like writer's block.
Mm-hmm.
We'll lose the ability to create, or even the desire to even want to pick up a hook in some yarn. So there are things we definitely go through that are not all woo magic, you know, with some yarn hook at all. You know, because yeah, it's not all peaches and cream, but it is when you produce something that you can wear and people are like, hey, you know.
So do you add in like, do you add in your blue jean? Do you add in other cotton fabric? Do you, I mean,
for me, not me personally.
Mm-hmm.
There are other designers that absolutely do. Aisha uses denim. Rosemarie uses denim. A few other designers have used denim. Aisha uses leather. My thing is beads and beadwork. So if I'm doing anything, I'm using beadwork. And my other niche is that I use natural fibers. Like all of my apparel is a natural fiber of some sort. It's cotton, it's wool, it's bamboo, it's cashmere, it's a silk blend, it's something natural fiber.
Wait. My sister said bamboo. Hold on.
Oh,
because
yeah.
the mental image of bamboo, I can see it in strength. I can see it in little lacy stuff, you know, but not.
Okay,
No,
so
I see it. How does that? How?
I'm trying to think. Okay, I don't know if you can recollect. There was a blue dress that was wool and bamboo that was at the Sweet Home. Oh, you were gone by then.
Yeah,
so
I was gone
you
by.
didn't see that. But bamboo, I love bamboo to work with. I mean, it's a very stringy yarn, meaning like it's got lots of strands, and sometimes your hook will slip through it. But it has a great drape, like, and it moves. I mean, the way it flows and moves is just phenomenal if you have the right pattern. So bamboo is one of my favorite things to use, especially if you want to feel girly and, you know, like a dress or a skirt. That sucker will move, you know.
Well, is it expensive? I mean, that's expensive, Stacey.
Well, I mean,
it's a natural fiber. I mean, so
okay, so the yarns I use range minimum. I'm paying at the minimum. Okay, outside of cotton thread, because that's a whole different category. I spend at minimum usually about $6 a skein per skein of yarn, up to I've paid about 17. So I have $17 a skein or hank of yarn. So a lot of people would consider that to be expensive because generally a lot of people use acrylic yarn to work with, which has a much lower price point than mercerized cotton, bamboo, and wool, and all those other ones do. So is it expensive? Yes.
It's relevant. It depends.
Yeah. Right. It depends. It's not as expensive as some other yarns, but and then there are some acrylics that are very expensive as well, though. So, I mean, it would be a really good acrylic, but yeah. So
what do we get in the stores?
Okay, what do you get in the stores?
You know, I mean, you know, they're mass production of
so
crocheted or crochet.
Okay.
What do we
in the stores? In the stores, you're getting. I mean, you can only do crochet work by hand. There's no machine like there's knitting machines.
Right.
There's no machine that actually crochets. There are machines that mimic the look of crochet. Because sometimes you'll look at some things and it's actually not really crocheted. It looks like it's crocheted, but it's just stitched up in a way that looks like it's crocheted. So you got to pay attention. And then if it is crocheted, it's made I mean, if you're spending a couple bucks on it, it's made, sweatshop ways. So because all true crochet work has to be done by hand. There's no other way around it. So what you're getting in the store depends on the store, what it is. I mean, and all that good stuff. It just depends. Most of the stuff you're going to get is acrylic. Like most sweaters in the stores today, even when they're knit, they're made out of acrylic. So that's what you're going to find mostly, because a piece crocheted with a natural fiber yarn is going to run you at least it should run you some hundreds of dollars, because the yarn isn't cheap. It has a higher price point than
it's not cheap.
Right, it's not.
I mean, let's just be real about it.
So, but bamboo it's not expensive, but it's not cheap. But it's a great yarn to work with. I really enjoy it.
Well, I bet you do, because like you said, it moves for you.
Yeah, it has a great drape. So if you want to be shimmying around, bamboo will allow you to shimmy around.
Wow. And I just don't think of it as I think of it in other ways, as fabric and what have you, because I have seen bamboo fabric, and looking at it, how porous it is and things like that. And, because I'm an upcycler. I take things that are already done and I upcycle them from being, and I believe in reuse of things instead of going into a landfill kind of situation. But I never thought about bamboo being a yarn type material that you can work like a yarn type of material. I've just never thought of that.
I think this yellow right here, the green is definitely, the yellow and the green are bamboo. And it has a slight sheen to it as well.
They look very vibrant. Your name is covering the, they look real vibrant. Don't pull up too. Look.
It's got a long way to go. So these two are bamboo, but it also has a slight sheen to it as well. Slight sheen. In a lot of cases. But next time we're together, I will definitely point out some bamboo.
I would love to. Well, knowledge is power. Now I know what I'm buying in the store. If I look at something crochet, I'm really going to look at it. Or that looks like it's crocheted. Because it's more than likely, because it's been mass produced, is more, it's been put on the crochet machine or
there is no crochet machine. There is no crochet machine.
But the one that emulates the crochet.
Right. So it would, it's like, I think a regular like sewing machine can do it. I've seen it a couple times. It's just the way the stitches are, in a wiggly design pattern, it makes it look like it's crochet. But unless you're at a boutique somewhere and somebody then told you this such designed it, it's not, then it's not mass produced, and it's usually a one of a kind. But then you have companies like Prada and then that do have crochet stuff, and I'm not sure what they're doing and where they're sourcing from, but their work is really expensive. So I mean, those pieces are really, really expensive. So they might just be, a few pieces here and there, and paid, but utilizing
a high dollar point for it. Absolutely. And I noticed that you're seeing more celebrities in crochet.
Yes, you are, because it's just saturating the market. And not only that, we are saturating the market with being crochet designers. Like you can actually you could just stay within our community and source everything crochet. You don't have to go outside of us. Right. So you do see a lot of celebrities wearing it. I mean, I don't really only pay attention to what's going on with us. So, but
because you all are so fabulous, and I've seen some of the things that you all have done. I mean, I was there, and I don't mean to sound crass, but you were on Hook a Row, You know,
Hooker Lane, Hooker Lane,
on
Hooker
Hooker
Lane.
Lane, and that's where all the hookup was going on.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, oh, look at that. You know, look at this.
It's so funny. We just take it for granted that we're just sitting there just doing it, you know, and people always get so amazed. And it's like, I guess because we figure anybody can do it, you know, it just takes a bit of time and the want and desire to do it. So
how long does it take for you to produce a piece? If you're doing a dress, let's say, if you're doing a dress, shoulder, you know, depending on your designing, how long does it take you to do a dress?
That's not a good question to ask me.
Okay.
Because first of all, I don't make things to sell, so I'm never pressured to, okay.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you don't make things to sell?
Okay, how do I have another goal in mind, right? I'm trying to do something else. Yes, I make things to sell, but what I mean is like, that's not my goal. I like to make stuff for the runway, but I wear a lot of my stuff.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily
for sale
because I'm like trying to sell it. I'd rather sell my shows, you know what I mean, than to sell my work. I don't ever want this to be a chore. So I don't really focus on selling my work like that.
Okay. Crazy, because you're a phenomenal artist. You're an artist. I thought all artists put their stuff out there.
And being an artist, as Erica said, I'm sensitive about my ish. It's hard for me to let go of my pieces. Like I don't know, you're gonna treat my piece like I need you to treat it after I put all this work into it. So
my girl got trust issues.
So I'd rather sell you an experience and let the designers who do want to sell their stuff showcase that for sale. But to get some, mind you, I do. There have been things I've made. People will come to me and be like, can you make this? Can you make that? But I'm going to tell you now, I'm a high price hooker, straight up.
I'm sure. You got the talent. You got the credential behind your name. You like PhD level, sis.
Because like I just don't. Like I said, I don't ever want it to be a chore. I don't want it to be like, oh, I got order after order after order. Because then I'm gonna be like, I'm done. You know, I don't want to be done. So yeah, I don't. I have another goal in mind, and I don't want to speak on it because it's not popping yet. So as soon as it is, I'll speak on it. But I'm trying to go another route in addition to the fashion shows because I so very much enjoy putting on fashion shows. Like if you would have told me,
have to talk.
Right, okay, right. If you would have told me 10 years ago, even though I'm on year 7, that I would be doing this, I'd have been like, you lying.
No. What God has for you, He has for you.
Indeed. Yep. And you know, every day in the shower, that's my download time. I get more every day. Like, so.
Yeah, we're gonna have a conversation in person, sis.
That's fine.
It's fine. Because you know, I mean, if you started selling, you could buy, you know, even more beautiful yarn, even and you don't have to. You can. I have a friend who designs, and she shows her pieces 6 times before she decides to sell one. I understand the method to the madness. I get it. But I'm like, eventually the racks get heavy, you know. And
I got 3 daughters.
You like to wear your stuff.
I got 3 daughters.
Do they get some of it?
They will eventually when they wait, at first they turn up their nose to your stuff, and then all of a sudden you're like, where the hell is where are my jeans? Where's my shirt? Where's my stuff?
Yeah, I had daughters too. Yeah.
So yeah, they'll realize and it'll click like, oh, okay.
So when they started seeing things in the store that mimic crochet, did they start coming to you, Mom, I saw this dress. Can you make this?
Sometimes, yeah, more like the hats and stuff. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think Lucy's giving a thumbs down on that. He said, no, don't do it. I think I would have to say, no, y'all. Look, I can show you how to do it. Come on, get you a needle.
A hook.
Get you a hook. Because that's exactly what it is. I'm sorry. You know what I'm used to? I'm not a knitter. No. I'm a latch hooker. I love doing latch hooking.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And
well, then you should be used to the hook word.
I'm sorry?
You should be used to the hook word then. Even though they call it a crochet needle, but that sounds too much like what knitters do. But okay, I'm not going to talk about knitters. I said I can't do that anymore. And another reason I had focused on crochet was because knitting is that's like the whole, like, excuse the analogy, like the white supremacist world, right? Like it's like everything is dedicated to knitting, like everything. They got more magazines. They got, sweaters in the store. Just everything is dedicated toward knitting. Even the yarn stores are dedicated toward knitting. And I'm like, us crocheters are like second-class citizens. Like, we really are. When you go to an arena where there are knitters and they find out you crochet, they're just like, they used to like look down on you, like, ew, that's just not such a skill. Like,
go stop.
I'm serious. But now it's not like that anymore. I don't think, because we're really dominating the market, because we get just the things that we put out, knitters don't do, like, at all. So I don't know why knitters don't make knitted bikinis in the way that we push out bikinis and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you all have some crochet. Some crochet work that I saw on a bikini, and I was like, well, damn.
Right.
Okay, well, how many hours went into just these two bralette things?
Those are quick. Bikinis are fairly quick to put out.
Really?
Yeah. You can do a bikini in a day.
Okay.
You can do that in a day if you're dedicated. If you're dedicated and sitting it out, you can do it in a day. You asked me how long it takes to put out something. It just depends on what it is and how intricate it is. Like this year's theme for Strands is oh so meshy. So most of the work will be mesh work. So mesh work is quicker than like motif work or just work like this, where you're going in every stitch, every single stitch across the way.
Okay.
Or mesh, you're skipping stitches, so you can just build a lot faster. So it just really is contingent upon what it is. So
what are the genres that go along with meshy and just every stitch crochet? And what's another? Is macrame one? Okay.
So macrame is its own art. And we do have a macrame artist designer this year. Right. Yay. And we have a knitter, so that's why I have to be nice.
Okay.
Knitters. Because I'm crochet first, like power to our people.
Power to the people, baby.
So but macrame, yes, that involves making knots and loops on string. They still use yarn, but it's usually a thicker yarn than what we use. I can't speak too much to macrame because I don't know how to do it, but usually you've seen it in plant hangers before, but now I've been seeing people turn it into fashion, and it's really beautiful. So
yeah, I have a jacket that was macrameed, you know,
oh,
whole backside, the back of the arms, you know, all of it from the shoulders and the back of the arms, all of it's macrame.
do you have it still?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I'd like to see it.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes,
We should bring it to rehearsal, so get some pictures of that. Yeah.
if I can find it. It's in the closet. You know, I have enough outfits never to repeat. So, I mean, for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do. But this is not about me. This is about you, you know. And I want more crochet pieces in my wardrobe, in my fixed wardrobe, because I just love and admire what you all do so much, you know. And I think crochet can be, like you say, you know, it can be worn year round, because I wear crochet, even my crochet summer knits over turtleneck sweaters.
Right.
You know, like a red one with a black crochet on top of that, or I've got on a black crochet wrap, you know, so you see the red through it. And then in the summer, I'll wrap the wrap around my waist and wear it as a skirt. And you, there's so many ways you can wear crochet.
Right. Like I have a mesh dress, and it just depends on what's underneath it as to where I can wear it, and what shoes I have on. I can put boots on with it. I can put on sandals with it, you know, and then if I have long sleeve turtleneck on underneath it, it's a winter dress. So it's flexible like that. So,
but that's what I love about your art. That's exactly what I love about your art. Another thing about Strand art is, and knit art, is seeing it on canvas, you know. And I love seeing how far the boundaries have been stretched when it comes to crochet art.
Yeah.
You know, there's some phenomenal work out there.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever heard of Joseph Reed. He is an awesome musician. I'm trying to get him to come play at Strands. But his forte is phenomenally taking plastic grocery bags and spinning them into yarn, so, you know, into twine, string, and making portraits like of Michael Jackson and Prince, or, you know, of people, just from the colors in the grocery bags. You know how like Walmart's bags are blue and white or whatever, and Kroger's bags or whatever. That's all he uses. That.
What a way to
portraits out of crochet. Say that again.
I said, what a way to upcycle and recycle. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, it is a phenomenal way. So I need to hopefully he'll get in touch with me within the next couple of days, because I really would like to display his work at the show and at the exhibit.
I think that would be fabulous. Yeah. That would be so beautiful. I couldn't imagine. Yes, I can. I can imagine that, because I've seen so many creative things done with upcycle and recycle goods like that, you know, and that's what I was talking about with you all using the last little bit of yarn. You know, there are you may have little itty bitty teeny clippings at the end.
Yes.
You know, and you know, maybe pick that up and
another designer, her name is Lawana. She the other day showed me a video of her taking her scraps of yarn, and she is combing them out. And what she's going to do with that is just respin it into more yarn. So I think that's pretty cool. You know, that's truly recycling. You know, all the bits and pieces of it. So it is amazing. Stacey Angela Williams, she just did a show in New York, I think last week, that was about upcycling. Upcycling clothes. It was like an upcycling fashion week or something like that. So she's into that too. She's one of the designers that'll be at Strands. So she'd be an interesting person to talk to about sustainability when it comes to crochet.
That is absolutely wonderful. I mean, I am just fascinated with your artwork. I really am.
Thank
And
you.
to see what you have done. When did you start crocheting?
Ooh, okay. I always try to remember vividly. Some of the years meshed together. I think I was going into the 6th grade. So I was between 10 and 11 years old, somewhere around there.
So did you
You
start
know,
like doing little hats and
it
scarves?
was it was before that actually. It was actually before that. I started by actually making purses for my little homegirls.
Oh,
little little bags. They were about that big. It'd be cool if somebody had one, but yeah, I made them little bags.
how cool.
Mhm.
Little
That's what
cozy.
I did. Little bag with a little strap on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I made. Yep.
Well,
Sure
how
did.
cool was that? And then when did you go into more uh
The
designer?
fashion one.
Yeah.
The designer part came because okay, I had put down the hook for a while. I was just making really just blankets for people.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I thought that was really the extent of it all. And then I had a baby girl. I was pregnant with my oldest daughter, and I made her a blanket. And it was funny. I was in the store. I picked up white, baby pink, yellow, mint green, baby blue, and lavender. And this lady next to me was like, those colors, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. But it turned out to be the prettiest blanket. The prettiest blanket was so gorgeous. It was a rainbow, it was chevron with white. It was just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized blankets ain't for me.
Mm-hmm.
I have the patience of the size of a gnat's brains. So,
No, Stacey, no, don't tell me that ain't so. Because I would think you have to have enormous patience with what you do.
everybody thinks that and everybody says that. And it's like, yeah, but no, because there's some projects I would never do. Like, oh, hell no. That takes too long. No. No, like even this was just doing the most because, like I said, you have to hit every stitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it goes all the way down and it's front and back, it's like all the way. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I done lost my train of thought because what were we talking about?
Talking about the baby blanket, and the lady told you.
Okay. So I had my daughter, and then did the baby blanket, and I realized it was just doing the most. So I decided at that point I wanted to do something I could do in a day, so I could do something, and that's what led me to doing a bikini.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first thing that I did was a crochet bikini. And I called it a bead bikini because I utilized beads throughout it. And that's what first got me into the whole fashion part about it. But it was still not
Fulfilling.
Say that again.
It wasn't fulfilling.
It was, but I still it was cool. But okay, I guess really, really, really it didn't start until because my oldest daughter now is 20. So I started like with the bikinis back when she was a baby. But I really didn't break into like the fashion part about it until about 2017.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what was your first piece that you made? That was fashion.
I would say this black mesh dress that I always wear. It's like one of my first signature pieces because it's beaded at the waist, it's beaded at the hem. It used to be beaded at the arms till my arms got too fat, so I had to cut off the sleeve. Which was also a feat in and of itself because I had never modified a crochet piece, and I actually took some scissors to it and cut, and still was able to maintain its integrity all the way. So I was like, yeah. So that was something new that I learned how to do was modify an existing piece. So that was my first piece, I would say, was a fashion-y type piece. The bathing suits, they were cool and cute. Well, I'm sorry. I got to rewind. Back when I lived in Richmond, I used to sell in Shako Bottom. Hello. I used to sell in Shako Bottom. So that was 2007. But really, the whole fashion thing, the whole Strands thing, that was all 2017 when I really started to 2016, 2017, when I started to start really making clothes. Yes, Miss Lenitra. Yes, I can't. Thank you so much for your support.
Hey, Lenitra. Hey,
Can't wait to address you guys. You guys are gonna have a really good time.
You are. Yeah, I think because I'm walking Strands, y'all. I'm walking Strands, y'all.
Yes, this will be your second Strand show, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, yes. Okay. Oh, so let me talk about that. On the 20th, so it's a 2-day weekend for us, right?
Right.
Or let me rewind and back that up. We have our gallery exhibit that starts March 8th. We have an opening reception on March 8th, which is a gallery exhibit of a whole bunch of crochet designers. We're going to take over the studio center of the Southwest Art Center and have crochet fashion all over the walls, right? Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So crochet fashion exhibit. And then on the 22nd, which is Saturday, the day before the show, we are having a free community event of Meet the Designers. Right now, I'm doing a Meet the Designer session every weekend until the show on YouTube and social media. So this is Meet the Designers IRL in real life. So we'll be having a sneak peek fashion show, a Q&A panel, and an exhibit tour that day. So that's a free event for the community. I would just like y'all to come get tickets so I know who you are. But it's open to the public and everyone's welcome to come meet 12 fabulous crochet artists. Fiber artists, because we have a knitter and a macrame artist.
Correct.
Come meet them. And half of the designers are coming from places that are not in Georgia.
Okay.
They're coming from out of state. So, and that's pretty cool. I pull in people from out of state to come participate in the show and actually to even come see the show. Last year I had a few people come from Detroit to come check us out. So that was pretty cool. And then on the 23rd is our fabulous fashion show, our 4-hour day, which the beginning starts with the Artisan Bazaar from 2 to 3. Our fashion show is from 3 to 5-ish. It usually goes over, but from 3 to 5 is our fashion show. We will be showcasing 12 spectacular designers and about 30 models at this event. So please come on out. Tickets are available at fiberartsfashion.com. We got VIP, which gets you premium seating. Get you premium seating, get you drink bar, get your food. It's swag bag, and it's taking place at the Southwest Art Center, which is in South Fulton, Georgia, which is really Metro Atlanta. We're just right outside the perimeter, right off of Cascade exit off of 285. So we're right here. What else? What else would y'all like to know?
I would like to know how they can contact you. Let's say people that are watching would like to contact you, and let's say they want to pick up something nice from meeting the designers. Will the designers be offering pieces that day on the meet and greet?
Yes. Yes, you can buy stuff directly from designers. They will have their wares available after the show. They'll be backed out in the lobby, so you can shop with them then. You can get in touch with each designer from fiberartsfashion.com. All of the designers are listed. If you click on each one, whatever they provided to me as far as Instagram, TikTok, whatever contact information is there on the page with the bio, and if they participated in the show, previous show pictures are there. So yes, you can reach me at fiberartsfashion.com, fiberartsfashion on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Am I forgetting something? Facebook? Okay, Facebook, yeah. So yes.
Yes, ma'am. And how do they directly contact you as a hooker?
As a hooker, I am Pink Joy Crochets, but you can always get to me at Fiber Arts Fashion or Pink Joy Crochets on any of the platforms.
Is it Crochets with an S?
Yes, with an S. Yes,
Pink Joy
Crochets. CROCHETS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What if someone wanted to start crocheting? What do you suggest they do? Do they need to come take a class under you? Are you still offering classes?
Yes, I'm actually in the middle of a session right now at the Southwest Arts Center.
Mm-hmm.
I'm teaching beginning crochet, and I also teach intermediate crochet, which is more focused on the fashion elements of it. Mm-hmm. The beginning crochet teaches you the fundamentals and the stitches, the basic stitches, which are the building blocks to all the other stitches. Mm-hmm. So there are various methods in learning how to crochet, and it just depends on who you are and your best way to learn. I learned hands-on with my grandmama, like most of my generation did, because we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have such outlets. Some people can learn from books, not I.
Right. I'm a people person too. I have to do it. Somebody got to teach me hands-on.
Yeah, you're tactile, right? And then a lot of people can learn from YouTube, which I am so impressed by that. Like, mm-hmm. I mean, I can't. I can't imagine starting to learn from YouTube. Mm-hmm. Once you learn the stitches and know the stitches, yes, I can see you learning more about that, but learning the beginning stages of how like to hold your yarn and your hook and the tension and all of that, I admire those who learn that from YouTube. So, mm-hmm. So depending on who you are, you can take a class hands-on, one-on-one, in person, face-to-face. There are classes one-on-one virtually. There are classes YouTube University. And then there are books. So,
and contact you through Fiber Arts Fashion, mm-hmm. and Pink Joy Crochets.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
My oldest daughter's name is Joy Crochet. She's named Joy.
Okay. All right. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly
named
fine.
After her. Mm-hmm.
What do you need from us as models when we come to rock your gear, Stacey?
I need y'all to come with all the sass and rhythm. Rhythm.
Yes, ma'am.
I love the Atlanta models. Y'all are awesome. I need y'all to come with just the spunk and just, open-mindedness and pleasantness. No drama-free.
Say that again.
Drama-free. We leave that can be left at the door. We don't allow that. It's not tolerated. It's none of that. So yeah.
And I can testify on behalf of Miss Stacey Jackson's behalf. She feeds you. Yeah. Sure that the models eat and have something to drink. We are not sitting there dying of thirst or get the hangries. We don't do that, And
no.
We come prepared. We act like professionals. We have a lot of fun and we get the job done. Yes. And the artisans are so appreciative. Yes. They really are.
Don't be too serious. Like, be professional, but Strands isn't a place to be uptight, like at all. We don't roll like that. We're family, we're tribe. we're cool people, you know. So come with the professionalism, but come with the love, the personality, and the vibe, you know. So yeah, that's what I need you guys to bring.
Final thoughts, Miss Stacy. If you had to give us advice, what would that be?
You have the power to manifest whatever you want.
Yes, Stacy.
It's all up to you. Thoughts are things. So it's your choice to focus on the good part of the thoughts and rebuke the negative thoughts or not. So just watch your words, watch your thoughts, watch your mind.
Watch your actions.
Watch your actions.
Yes, ma'am. We have a question. Will it be virtual? Are there virtual tickets?
It is my every intent to be virtual. I will know better on that about next week. So if so, yes, it is my plan to be virtual. Yes.
So stay tuned, everybody. You know, she's planning on doing virtual, which is fantabulous. I'm sure she'll be selling tickets to that as well. We really would love for you to come out and see the actual show and talk to the designers and maybe pick you up some pieces or pick you up a purse or pick you up a scarf. Strands, you guys. It is Strands with Miss Stacy Jackson. The girl is awesome. Her hookers are off the hook. They are doing the damn thing. I know for fact because I was there.
Right, yes.
Once again, you are going to be doing Sweet Auburn Fest again this year, correct?
Yes, indeed. That is the plan.
That is the plan. Okay.
Well, yeah, we're just trying to work out something bigger and better this year. So
okay,
yes.
Great.
That is a fun day.
I really had a good time last year, and I will not be leaving this year. I had to go last year, but I will not be leaving because I definitely will be walking for Stacy.
Okay, yes, good. Yes,
I will. I'm making look. I'm speaking it into fruition right now.
Yeah, I had a piece for you, and you were gone. I was like,
sorry, Stacy. It was emergency. I had to go.
That's okay. Understood. That's everything in due time.
I'm here. I'm ready. Let's work. And it's going to be fabulous. We had a good time. I rocked what I was in and I really enjoyed it.
You did. You definitely did. So thank you.
Just
bring that same energy.
Oh, I got it. Even more this year.
All right. Well, I got to take this child to the beauty supply before they close.
All right, darling. Well, thank you for being on. I appreciate you. This is your girl with Zaharraa Geyhanna talking to Miss Stacy Jackson with Strands, y'all. Look out for it. It's coming up. She'll be back. Thanks again for being with Modelz Talk. This is your girl Zaharraa Geyhanna saying yes.
Yes. Goodbye. Thank you.
Welcome.
See you soon.